What's up YouTube? Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com. Today I finally got them in the house. It took me a little longer than I expected, but this is the Pixel and the Pixel XL. Now you guys can see I've got three phones right here, and you might be wondering how I ended up with three of them. Well, it turns out I really wanted to get the phones quickly, so I got a little excited when the Pixels launched, and I ordered a couple of them from the Google Store, and then I ordered one from Best Buy through Verizon, the Verizon model. So we're going to have a little comparison. Just see what kind of bloatware comes on the Verizon model. I know some people were interested in that. See what the difference is in terms of what's available out of the box. There's really not supposed to be that much of a difference, but we'll look into that. And then also Verizon sent me out a review unit of the Pixel as well. That's the one that I've got here in the middle. So shout out to Verizon for sending out the review unit. I really appreciate that. Now this is not the only Pixels that I have coming in. I have one more, a blue one, which didn't come in today. It's coming in next week. So I also have the blue one in the house. I don't know if I'm going to keep all of these Pixels. Who knows? We may end up doing a giveaway. Could happen. In fact, I've never gotten 5,000 likes on a video. So if somehow this video gets to 5,000 likes, I'll give one of these away. Say that right now. I highly doubt that's going to happen because I've never even gotten past 2,500. But if we get past 5,000, I'll give away a Pixel or a Pixel XL. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing today. I want to take a look at the Verizon model as well as the one I got from the Google Store. That's the black one here. These both are Verizon models, one from Verizon themselves and then one that I bought from Best Buy. So I've actually been playing with the regular, smaller Pixel. Shouldn't call it regular. They're the same phone essentially, except for the smaller one has the 5-inch display, whereas you've got the 5.5-inch display on the Pixel XL. And of course, you've also got a smaller battery. I was just bringing this up so I could show you guys because I knew I'd forget the exact milliamps. 2770 milliamp hours on the smaller Pixel, and on the bigger Pixel XL, you've got 3450 milliamp hours. The rest of the specs I remember pretty well, so I'll mention them as we go along. So anyway, I've already taken this one out of the box. I'm just going to sit the box to the side for the smaller Pixel. I'll show you guys what comes inside these two boxes, which is the XL. Let me move this one to the side for now. So this is the one from the Google Store. It's the black one. Let's go ahead and just take it out of the packaging. Should be pretty similar to what came in the Verizon box. I did not bring my unboxing knife today. I'm ill prepared. So let me just go ahead and take this plastic off there and get right into the box. We're greeted with the Pixel XL, as you guys can see right there. And it says your personal Google Assistant's always ready to help. Just press and hold the home button, and you've got that also in French there. And then you've got some documentation inside here, warranty information, getting started. You got your little SIM ejector tool there. It's always nice to see. Of course, you've got a USB Type-C cable here, so for your fast charging. It does have Quick Charge 3.0, of course, just as the LG V20 does, which I unboxed yesterday. See right there. It's a rather short cable, which, I don't know, it's a lot shorter than what other manufacturers give. It seems like it anyway. Maybe it's the same size as the one on the V20 yesterday. I'll have to look into that. Just feels shorter. Anyway, it's a nice quality cable. You've got this little blue piece here. That's to help you keep it together. Little cable organizer. That's a nice little touch from Google. And then inside here, I believe, let's go ahead and get this out of here. Slides right out. You've got a USB to USB Type-C transfer tool. So kind of like the one we saw with the Samsung phones earlier this year. And then I think that's it. Let's see if there's anything on this side. Oops, there. That is not it. You've got a power brick here. So Quick Charge 3.0 enabled power brick, as I mentioned. And then you've also got, oh look, there are two cables in here. So you've got a transfer cable, and I didn't even realize that. I actually haven't watched any of the unboxing videos on this yet, so I was not aware that you got two cables inside. Just go rip that off there. You've actually got another cable here, which looks like it's a bit longer. Maybe it's the same size. Let's actually take a look. Yeah, indeed. The second cable there is the charging cable. The first one is just a data transfer cable. So that's nice. Both of them are USB Type-C, of course, so they can go into the phone. That's a really nice touch from Google. I had no idea that we got two cables in the box. Power brick, USB Type-C, all the standard stuff. No headphones or anything like that. But I really appreciate the fact they included two cables, and also the fact that they give you that little cable organizer to keep it organized when you're charging or when you're storing your cable. So that's pretty much it. The box is pretty nice. You've seen the box by now. This is the 128 gigabyte black Pixel XL. Just throw that to the side. Take a look at the build quality here. The main thing I want to do is give a comparison to the LG V20 because a lot of people were interested in the difference between the build qualities on these two. I will do a full size comparison video. I'm going to do that right after this. because I think I'm going to make this video too long by doing that. You've got a glass pane here on the back, metal on the bottom. You got the Google G logo right there as well. No other branding, of course, on the front. You do have these rather chunky bezels, as you guys can see. A lot of people have complained about that. The bezels on the top and the bottom, they are a little bit chunky. Also, on the top, you can see you got some noticeable sensors. A couple people complained about the ambient light sensor being a little bit noticeable. I don't think it looks too bad, but some other people have some issues with that. Camera module is completely flush on the back, 12.3 megapixel shooter. Pretty much the same in terms of overall micron pixels and everything like that from the 6P, except we've changed a lot of things with the software, and also the shutter speed is incredibly fast from what I've seen in terms of people reviewing this phone and taking pictures. Overall, people seem to be very, very impressed. So let me just go ahead and give a quick comparison to the LG V20 in terms of overall size, build, etc. Let's go ahead and take a look. So here's the LG V20 right here, and you can see it's a much bigger phone, 5.7 inch. It's also taller, of course. I don't know if it's much wider. It's a little bit wider as well than the Pixel XL. And then in terms of thickness, the Pixel XL may be even a bit thicker. This one does have a camera hump on the back where the dual camera is, but the Pixel XL is a pretty thick phone. I think it's over 8 millimeters thick, which is quite a bit thicker than phones like the S7 Edge that have come out earlier this year. So the V20 is a bigger phone, taller, but it is a lot lighter. Even with the battery inside of the device, the external removable battery, the Pixel XL is a much heavier phone. So if you're getting the phone in terms of feel in the hand, the weight on this phone does feel really nice. Also, you'll notice on the Pixel XL, it tapers from being thicker at the top to thinner at the bottom. This is on purpose by Google as a design decision to make it easier to hold in the hand. I think in terms of the overall build quality, the metal actually feels pretty similar. Again, I think the V20 has a nice build quality compared to the LG G5. And overall, the gray color is a little bit darker, it looks like, on the Google Pixel XL. But overall, I definitely like how both of them feel. They're definitely different feeling phones, even though they have a fingerprint scanner in a similar place, etc. They definitely look and do feel different. Let me go ahead and boot up the Pixel XL. I do want to run through the software tour really quick and compare it to the one from Verizon. I will have a more in-depth comparison with the V20 and the Pixel XL as well. So while I'm waiting for that one to boot up, I'll go ahead and show you guys what's on the Verizon model that I've been using, that I got earlier today and I sort of set up before I did the video. So here you've got the Verizon model. It's very, very close to stock. Now this is the one they sent me as a review unit, and I did not notice on here any of the Verizon bloatware that was supposed to be installed. You can see I don't see Go90, I don't see the My Verizon app. Those are a couple apps that they mentioned were going to be preloaded, and they don't appear in here. So I wonder if they might have removed those when they actually sent me this review unit. We'll take a look at that in just a second, because I actually have the other Pixel XL over here, and that one is a Verizon unit as well, so we can see what's going on and if they did in fact remove those before sending me the review unit. This is the 32 gigabyte model, so we can go ahead and take a look at the overall storage. You guys can see right here, 8.4 gigabytes used out of 29.7, so you've got just over 20 gigabytes remaining out of the box. Now you do get the free full resolution backup through Google Photos when you buy the Pixel. So if you're a heavy photography or video user, that's definitely a place where you can save some storage, so the 32 gigabytes might still be enough for you. If you remember yesterday with the LG V20, we had about, I think about 15 gigabytes were used out of the box. So you can already see LG's operating system, the UX 5.0, very, very heavy compared to the Pixel. So just some initial impressions from the Pixel. I've been using it. This is definitely the butteriest, smoothest Android phone I've used before. Of course, I need to load up all my apps, but it is just so smooth. I definitely want to do a speed test with this against the iPhone 7, the 7 Plus. I still suspect the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus may win, but this is definitely a more worthy contender than the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 or even the S7 Edge and the Exynos version. So I'm going to go ahead and run through the setup process on this particular phone. Let's just go ahead and go through and take a look, and then we'll set up the we'll go ahead and set up the fingerprint scanner as well, so you guys can check that out. I'll go ahead and put in my Wi-Fi, and then we'll come back and look at the actual fingerprint scanner setup and see if there's anything that's different on the software. Alright guys, so we're back now. I just want to show you quickly the fingerprint scanner setup. I did that on the smaller one before, so let's go ahead and just set this up so you guys can see how quickly this does set up. I did this with the LG V20 yesterday, and it's very, very quick. You want to make sure you capture your finger probably a couple times when you actually do the setup. I'll go back and do that later. That's one of the tips I always sort of give. It gives you, the fingerprint scanner gives a better accuracy reading when you set up your finger multiple times, even the same finger. And of course you want to do a finger on different hands so that you can use each one. It's also going to walk you through your Google Personal Assistant, of course, which is one of the big features on the Pixel and the Pixel XL. The Google Assistant is one of the flagship features because right now this is not built into any other Android phones. This is what Google's really trying to sell you when you sell the Pixel XL to people. So I'm going to set that up later, but I might do a separate video on that. A lot of people have done that, showing off the features of the Assistant. So you can see here, just looking at the software that's on the Verizon version that they sent me for review versus the stock version from Google, the apps are exactly the same. If you look at that right there, there is no difference in the apps that are in the app drawer. So that's kind of interesting. I'm going to have to look at the one that I got from Best Buy because, again, this is a review unit. But that's kind of interesting to me. There's no difference between the two. We don't have any different apps installed in the Verizon one. Also, let's take a look at quickly at the amount of available storage. We've got 8.35 gigabytes used out of 119 gigabytes total. And so, again, about the same amount. So not very much of your storage is used out of the box. Definitely, phones feel super premium in the hand. They are super fast. I'm a big fan of the Pixel and the Pixel XL so far. Of course, I'm going to have to use them for a while. The camera is a big deal on these phones. A lot of people have been talking about the camera and how much they love the camera because it's super fast. I'll definitely test that out. One thing I am concerned about is that you don't have any dust and water protection on here like you do on the Galaxy phones. So that might be an issue. That is a bit of an issue for me. Also, on this particular phone, the display is an AMOLED display, but I'm also a little concerned about the brightness. We'll see if the brightness is up to par with the Note 7, with the Galaxy S7 Edge. Test that out. Otherwise, it looks like a very appealing option. It is a very expensive phone, both the Pixel and the Pixel XL. So if you're interested in these phones, let me know what you want to know about them so I can get into that on the full review. I will unbox the Verizon model Pixel XL, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same as this one. I'll post any updates on Twitter if there's anything different. I just don't want to make this video too long. Overall, good impressions. You guys can follow me at dopetechdaily.com, Google+, Instagram, and Twitter. The link's in the description. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content so I can make future videos like this. Appreciate you guys checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.